So it seems that just the tiniest things these days are making me lose my shit. Now, I don't know whether that's just life in general doing this. I don't know whether it's my fucking shit diet, not eating at the right times, or I don't know whether it's something worse. But just the most tiniest fucking things that something happens, like this truck keeps fucking around choosing its own gears when you try to do it in manual, and it can really fuck you up. And I find myself losing my shit to that. Or stupid things, like I did myself a packed lunch. I've gone into my fucking bag a minute ago and it's everywhere inside. I lost my shit. Now, this is not the actions of somebody being rational, or at least I don't think it is. Now, I used to be able to handle a lot of shit a lot better, but I was medicated. Now, medication for bipolar or depression just makes you like this. It's really not much fun, actually. It's very bland. Everything is bland. It's all very, who cares? You don't get really high, you don't get massive happinesses, but you don't get depression. You can't really hold a continuous thought for any great amount of time. But you didn't get this anger, and I'm getting really bad anger. I don't know what to do. It's not a fucking good thing. And the thing is, my anger problems are nobody else's problems and shouldn't bring anybody into it, right? So I've got to make sure that I don't take out my, there's a nice guy letting me in, that I shouldn't take out my frustrations, my inabilities to control my temper, or whatever it is, on anybody else, because, as I say, they haven't done anything. And the whole time you feel a battle of wills against losing your shit. Now, I know we're in some sort of bad times. I have this overwhelming fear of doom, of what's coming, because I know what's coming. And I have this huge amount of frustration within me that I can't do more to combat what is coming, and that I can't do more to tell people about it. And moreover, that some little horrible insignificant piece of shit is deciding my fate somewhere, and I can't do anything about it. That's a massive frustration. There are other frustrations in my life. My inherent inability to be able to actually achieve anything with my private time. I don't do anything. And that could be pinned down to laziness. It could be pinned down to anxiety, that if I plan something, and this is all part of the anxiety bipolar thing, that if I plan it, by the time I get to it, I won't want to do it, because I'd have built it up to be something much worse, or I'd have overthought it, or whatever. And but part of having mental health, bipolar, call it what you like, is that you suffer. You make yourself suffer. And maybe all this fucking anger thing is all part of the fact that the medication over the last 6 months, because I was on it for 20 odd years, has worn off. And that now this is a natural emotion, that you're annoyed, you're angry. A little bit extreme though. I was fucking stamping my feet and shouting and raving, and it's like, that's a little bit over the top side for a packed lunch all over the inside of your bag, even if it was egg mayonnaise fucking everywhere. But I don't know. This is why I'm asking you, because you may actually have more of an understanding about this than me. Somebody mentioned yesterday you could be diabetic. I don't think so. Every time I've been to the doctor and had a test of any sort of kind, everything is perfect. So who knows? Maybe as you get older, you just lose your shit more. I don't fucking know. I mean, I used to lose my shit a little bit when I was younger, but this was generally down to fucking alcohol. What the fuck's going on here? Right, all the white lines are missing. So where'd you pull up? Anyway, here, and now they've crossed. I'm at the bottom of Clifton at the moment. I've just driven under the Clifton suspension bridge. Incidentally, this is sarcasm or black humour at its worst. There was a case of suicides, people jumping off there, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think that might be the case of why there is a concrete covering over the roadway underneath it, in case people fell off. I'm not sure, it might not be that, but I did wonder. But anyway, yeah, quite a lot of people have chucked themselves off there to meet their end. And what they've done is they've put fences up there, but they've also put a Samaritan sign, you know, are you feeling suicidal? Call this number. And then some spot next to it is written, closest phone box on the portway 250 yards down. Now that is black humour. But anyway, so going back to the anger management thing, I will not go onto any medication because I don't trust them, all right? But it is getting increasingly worse, and I am winding myself up, and I shouldn't. But do you do this? Is this something that you struggle with? Could this be explained away just purely by stupidly long working hours, doing lots of other stuff as well, having a constantly active mind, and also understanding the fucking grimness that's coming our way? So would this be natural? Would it be a natural response? Is this perfectly normal? Now, I'm not any threat to anybody, and I can say that quite categorically. I will not get road rage and blow up. I understand that other people on the road have their weaknesses, are going through equally stressful lives, they've got their own problems, and people make mistakes. So I'm very forgiving on the road. And if somebody came up and gave me a load of shit, my natural instinct wouldn't be to knock them out. My natural instinct would be, what's going on with this person? What's happening in their life to make them feel like this? So these are no fucking threat. It's just I'm fucking winding myself up. I just wondered if any of you get this. And I've got a constant knotted feeling in my stomach most of the time. And I know that's anxiety. I know illusions about that. And maybe it's the anxiety that causes the anger. But a lot of the anxiety is tempered with frustration. Frustration that why can't we all do more about what's happening? Why can't we fight back? Why don't we fight back? Why do we have to keep taking it in the ass? Why are we being picked on and oppressed and fucking told how we can't now have this in the future, we can't have that? The cars are the next thing. You'll not have a car because we don't want you to have one. Fuck you, I'll have what I want. But this is another thing, I overthink all of this shit. Now, I'm not one that likes rules, but I understand that we need rules to get along. Some, you know, like the highway code's a great idea, because without that it'd be utterly fucking horrible. I mean, you've seen some of these roads in some of these lesser developed countries, they're absolutely further deadly. Simple as that. So I understand that. I understand there needs to be law, you know, to stop people going out and committing violent acts, burglary, theft, rape, all that stuff. I get all of that. And I get that there has to be a certain amount of tax paid, all right, because the roads don't fix themselves. The health service doesn't, you know, doesn't exist without people paying into it. I get that. But just the amount, how much they're taxing us. The other thing is the frustration of being single for 6 years. Now, the haters on here are saying it's because you're a cunt. Fine, but your mother didn't think so. And by the way, I wish her the best. She wasn't awake this morning when I left. But I struggle. I mean, with the dating sites, they're so full of the woke that you just don't go near them. But I do think to myself, I think, you're missing out here, Rev. How much, I don't know. But it's the frustration that where the fuck do you find a woman who thinks similarly? Not the same, you don't want that, but and I've kind of given up, and I'm just pissed off about the whole fucking lot of it, because wouldn't you be? I mean, 47's a bit, well actually, what was I was 41, 42 when I had my last decent, well, sensible long relationship. That's it. It was a bit early, I think, to park it up, but there you go. Anyway, thanks for listening. I've had me whinge. I have a feeling now that it might have actually all been going through this headset, so if the audio's fucked, that's what day I'm having. Alright, sorry. Anyway, thanks for listening. I had a sing yesterday. I put it on the Man Up channel. I sang to Eric Clapton. Layla, he did a live version, so I sang along to that. I find singing really, really therapeutic. I mean, the people around me might not, but sorry, there it is. But for me, I find it really, really calming. If I'm stressed out, I'll do some singing, and all of a sudden, everything chills the fuck out. It's beautiful. It's the most therapeutic thing I've ever done. Well, there were others, but I was in a relationship for that. Anyway, like I say, thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Keep your chin up, I'll try. And until the next, I'll see you in a bit.